Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're having a great Thursday. Listen, I wanted to do this live video this morning, because I had an interesting but sort of a jarring conversation with a coaching client last week. She had gotten some negative feedback from her boss. Well, first, let me set the stage. She's been doing great in a leadership role, is praised profusely for how great she's doing, what a great job she's doing. Okay, the glare in these glasses is getting on my nerves. And all of a sudden, she had a conversation, or at least the boss asked to have a conversation with her. And he was like, hey, I'm getting some complaints about you. And he's really started to deliver some, negative feedback that he had been hearing. Now, the reason why I wanted to tape this video and come live with you all this morning is because, honestly, as she was telling me this, and I sort of, we were sort of talking at the moment, there's really two ways to deal with negative feedback, okay? The first way, honestly, is probably the best way, which is just say, you know what, thank you for that feedback. If you don't mind, I'd like to reflect on what you've told me and then come back to you for another conversation. Okay, so that's way number one. You just want to step away, not react in the moment, and just simply say, thank you for that feedback. If you don't mind, I'd like to reflect on what you've just told me and come back to you for another conversation. That's number one. Number two, which is probably going to get you in trouble, is to react in the moment. You literally just do the knee-jerk gut reaction, which is usually going to get you in trouble because, let's be honest, we all don't receive negative feedback nor criticism well. So we sort of take it personally, and so our initial response in the moment is usually not the right response, okay? So let's just be really clear about that. If you choose to respond in the moment, just know you may still have to come back and seek a second conversation, because when you respond in the moment, you haven't had a chance to reflect yet on what they've said, and you're just going to sort of a knee-jerk gut reaction, and that's usually not the best way to go. It's also not the best impression to make. So let me just recap that real quick. When you get negative feedback, or perhaps feedback, just criticism, right? Constructive feedback sometimes, but in this case it was negative, based on what other people on the teams and some of our peers had said. So, two ways to respond to negative feedback. One, say, thank you. I'd like to think about what you just told me and come back to you for another conversation. So basically, number one is sort of the reflect response. You want to go reflect and then come back and seek another conversation with the feedback you just got. Number two, you react in the moment, which is never a good thing. Okay, so those are the two pieces of information I want to leave you with this morning. I'm probably going to start going live more often, to be honest with you. It's just easier for me to get on screen and start talking. I'm better when I'm talking on my feed than when I'm trying to plan out content. So I'm going to start going live Monday mornings. Going to kind of do a Monday morning meeting, how to get your week started off right, mentally, mindset, where are you going this week. So I'm going to start that on Monday, the 24th, which is, yes, this upcoming Monday. And then also probably going to keep doing some live teaching videos on Thursdays. And that way, if you're watching, would love to interact with you. If you're not watching, you can catch the replay. Or, you can always follow me on any of my social channels that you want. I'm easy to find. My handle's there at the bottom of the screen. You can catch me on YouTube. But think about those two lessons on negative feedback. Think about those two ways to respond. I'm really troubled by the conversation I had. I'm curious to hear what her follow-up conversation is going to be, but I just want to leave you with that this morning. Have a great day.